Hello and welcome back to the channel. We are off on another tour here in Cairns. We're going to Green Island and the outer Great Barrier Reef, apparently. It's all courtesy of Great Adventures. You have to pay, of course. And we're now approaching the Reef Fleet Terminal. So let's go and check in. Okay, we are with Great Adventures. And there they are. There's my little ticket. God, I tell you what, it's busy in there. Right, we have our ticket. And I've got a green dot that I must put on me. Apparently that's so they recognise that I'm one of their team. Well, I'm not going to work for them, but just so that they know I'm on their trip. Now, we are with Great Adventures. And there's a Great Adventures boat. That may very well be ours. Don't know yet, because a lot of these companies, they have several boats. This is Cairns Marlin Marina, and there was a cruise ship that was in the other day. No cruise ships today. So we're just waiting in the queue to board the boat now. Quite a line. Gotcha. Thank you very much. Well, the boat looks good. Definitely up for the job. Going to Green Island first. We're on the top deck. And we're off. And there we go, that is Green Island. We're just coming in there now. I just hope the crocodiles don't come out this far. Or the sharks.
Make sure you hold on to your hats. Yeah, it's a little bit windy.
It's very windy. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad I put sunscreen on. You really need it today. People were talking about they'd seen a lot of fish. I haven't seen any fish. Someone said they saw a shark as well, but I think they were joking. Or were they? So I've just been given a leaflet, and 10:20 turtle time, 10:30 crocodiles, and they do it again later on, but we'll have gone by then. And the time now 9:15, so we've got about an hour if we want to catch turtle time for snorkeling. Well, I've just been for a snorkel. Didn't see too much. Saw some beautiful shoals of fish and a bit of coral. But Green Island, you really need to go quite far out to be able to see much at all. When we're on the second part of this trip, which is to the outer reef, then I should be able to see more. Apologies, didn't manage to take any video because I'm worried about this camera. It's not waterproof really, so people are saying on the internet. So yeah, I want to keep the camera for the rest of the trip really. But I will put some pictures of my previous encounters in Cairns Great Barrier Reef on the screen now. to 2024, and if you actually don't fancy going into the sea itself, then you can just go into their pool here at Green Island. It's a proper little resort, this as well. And there are even crocodiles here from a safe distance, I think. Hopefully behind bars or something. And there's a crocodile show in about 3 minutes' time. So we'll try and find that. That's where you get all your dive stuff. We'll go for a walk on the beach in a minute, where I went to snorkel to the beach through there. And I think we're definitely on the right track. There's the old shipwreck.
Crocodile Park is $28 to go in. Just give you a scan.
I love it.
It's all day pass. Just keep going. You'll see people watching the show.
Excellent.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Through to the Crocs we go. That's not a very big pool for them. Aquariums. God, it's like a TARDIS.
So they really are quite agile in the water. On the land, the alligators get it. They do that thing called a high walk, which we noticed that you did earlier. It gets right up their body. Where most crocodilian species actually drag their whole body. Their tail certainly runs about half the length of their body. So with the salties, it's more of a dragging motion, where these can get up and gallop.
That is a big croc.
Yeah. Wouldn't want to meet him in the dark.
Wouldn't want to meet him at all.
That's what I was thinking.
So crocodiles, they really are the world's first solar panel. They get about 80% of their energy directly from that big orange thing in the sky. And we don't actually teach them to jump, guys. It's a natural behaviour that they're born with. So when they're very young, any insects, they like feasting on insects. Now we are very proud of our crocodiles here in Marineland. I can't emphasise that. Those pearly white teeth. That is actually a good sign of their health with their teeth. They have 66. And they actually replace them throughout their lifetime. About 5,000 pounds per square inch. Down the hatch. But you just see the patience. They've got the patience of a saint. He knows we've got 25 minutes. He's got all the time in the world. And you can see just eyes for that bit of chicken. Big fella out of the way there. What is there? You'll find it.
So I hope you enjoyed that little crocodile show here on Green Island. I like this sign. Please be safe. Crocodiles love kids, but they can be hard to digest. So please mind your children. And they're not kidding. The size of that croc. I think that's Bronto. And Xena, the little one. Cassius over on the far side.
So yeah, I never underestimate them. Whether they're big or small, they're very cunning. They're calculated. They will wreck your day. Sit here for an hour and get them off.
Right, time is up. Need to do that walk along the beach before I go. Show you where I snorkeled. So we're leaving the crocodile arena. It's that real life Finding Nemo. Found you. Lots of people do the helicopter tours across the reef. Must be stunning views up there. You hear helicopters all the time in Cairns and of course here at Green Island. And in fact when we're in the outer reef later, I bet there'll be helicopters. So this is where I snorkeled. Went out to where those, I don't know if you can make them out, the grey rectangles, and you just see a tiny bit of reef. If you go out further, you may see a bit more, but I was speaking to the lifeguard, and really you need to go way out, which I wasn't really comfortable with. Particularly as there's a possibility of marine stingers here. They're not in season, but there's still a risk. Anyway, I enjoyed it. It's very nice. People enjoying the sun. Very important as well that you swim between the red and yellow flags. There's one over there, the far side, and one there in front of us. So anywhere here should be okay to swim or snorkel. Or make sandcastles. Lifeguards keeping track of you. There's even someone parascending over there. So there you go, Green Island Beach. That's where you go for a snorkel. You can go around the corner as well, and we'll check that out before we go. There's one of the companies that does the helicopter tours. That cracking view you get there, looking down on us. One thing you definitely don't want to do is to miss the boat. It's a long swim to anywhere, let alone back to Cairns. Our boat is still there currently. That's where we were snorkeling. Still people snorkeling. I hope they're not on the 11:30 boat. And there's another little beach there which we didn't check out. They don't give you much time on these tours. However, our day is packed because we're going for another snorkel. Some people end the trip right here. And they'll be going back to Cairns now. But if you pay a little more, you can get a combo, which is what I have, which is Green Island and the outer reef. There's the helicopter. Oh, it goes very low. So leaving Green Island. I enjoyed that. Short and sweet. And here we are, we've arrived at the pontoon in the Great Barrier Reef. This one belonging to Great Adventures. So you can go on the submersible, you go on the underwater viewing platform, you can snorkel off it, dive off it, and the boat stays here as well, moored to it. Plus we get lunch, teas, coffees, drinks. This should be a great day. can already see there's a lot more to explore than in Green Island. So we've got our lifeguard looking after us, one of the many. People all getting ready to snorkel and dive. We'll have a wander around the ship as well. Here's a better look at the boat that we came on, Great Adventures, moored alongside. Now a boat called Reef King. These are all the dive tanks. I'm actually only going to snorkel. I don't feel confident enough to strap one of those to my back. Not just yet, anyway. Maybe I'll get braver as I get older. I doubt it, though. So there's all today's info. 24 degrees the air temperature, 23 degrees the water temperature. It's like a bath. And basically rules to keep the Barrier Reef looking great. One thing we can go and see, you can see this whenever you like, the underwater observatory. So let's go down here. And here we are, the underwater observatory. I've actually got it all to myself. I think everyone's on that sub. So this gives you a little idea of what I'll be seeing when I'm snorkeling. We are now looking at the Great Barrier Reef. So even though I'm not taking a camera with me, this does give you an idea of what I'll see. It's pretty much like this. Hundreds of fish. There are sharks as well here, but they're ones that are more afraid of you than you are of them. And they're harmless, friendly sharks, reef sharks. They're the only ones I really want to see. Don't fancy seeing any great whites. They said there's a possibility of humpback whales as well. Well, we'll have another crack at going on the sub very shortly, because that will be going in about 20 minutes or so. Lots of snorkelers out already. I'm in a bit of a quandary because I've got to wait 20 minutes for this sub. However, I'm missing out on snorkel time, but you can't go in the sub wet or with a wetsuit on. So I shall go snorkeling after the sub. Anyway, there's a bit of fish feeding going on apparently at some point around this area. I wonder how big the fish it will attract will be. Well, this is the dive area. Not sure we're allowed down here, but I'm going down here anyway. And there you go. That's where they dive. Loads of fishes there. Pretty cool. And you can grab the safety of the platform at any point. And fish feeding is in progress. Size of those fish. Swimming with the fishes. Tell you what, the size of those fish, that's got to be worth a like, isn't it? A sizable like. And subscribe, of course. And hit the notification bell. And there's a helicopter doing another tour. And we're first in the queue for the 2 o'clock. So we're definitely on this one. Ah. How about this? This is pretty cool.
My name is Connor and I'm your deckhand on board today. I'll be joining you for your semi-submersible tour, and I will do a little bit of commentary as well. We have our emergency exits at the front and back of the vessel, the ladders on the wall, and you can use these stairs we came down on as well. So welcome to the Great Barrier Reef, everyone. The Great Barrier Reef is 2,300 kilometres long. It starts at the tip of Cape York, runs all along the east coast of Australia, where it begins at its southern point in Bundaberg. This is just north of Brisbane. Today we are out here on Moore Reef. So this is just one of the reef systems that make up the whole of the Great Barrier Reef. So we're seeing just one out of almost 3,000 different reef systems that make up the whole of the reef. On our right side, guys, we're passing a giant boulder coral. So this one's really, really dense, really strong, and the slowest grower out here. So this one only grows 1 to 3 centimeters a year. So some of these boulder coral out here, you can put it 400, 500 years old.
So going to be leaving that platform shortly. Well, I thoroughly enjoyed that. Apologies for the dishevelled look after doing a bit of snorkeling, but managed to do pretty much everything from the pontoon that Great Adventures offer here. Eventually got onto the sub and also the underwater observatory. That was good, wasn't it? And the snorkeling, well, icing on the cake. Plus we had cake as well before. So yeah, snorkeling though, amazing. What you saw in the underwater observatory, even better than that. And managed to swim with Wally, who I'll put on the screen now. Swam with him for quite a while, in fact. He was just circling the pontoon, and Wally could be about 20 years old, I think. So they say. I don't know if it's the same fish that I saw in 2015, but anyway, there's Wally on the screen. So yeah, I highly recommend it. We're off now very shortly, as soon as they've done the count of people, back to Cairns. So thank you very much for watching this video. Do click the like, click subscribe, thumbs up, all that stuff. And hit the notification bell as well. Next time I post a video, you'll be the first to know. I'll catch you on the next one. Great Adventures. Book a trip, Cairns. Bye bye, Great Adventures pontoon.